Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack and this is a hilarious one. Well, Epic Games and Fortnite made a fool of themselves. And well, it's because they want to make all of these collaborations, but suddenly they get picky after they see something they don't like. But only after it has been pointed out by many. Well, hey, let's see how they humiliated themselves. So, this article from Tag Park plays. Peacemakers makes Fortnite uncomfortable as Dance disabled and refund suggested for possible reference to World War II. So yeah, I know Peacemaker and John Cena from his own show in live action with a lot of edginess because yeah, James Gunn. So James Gunn might be making Warner Bros. More and more uncomfortable with Peacemaker Season 2. But they are not the only ones. After an episode that has John Cena dancing in a way that harkens the symbols of World War II Germany era, so yeah, the Espace Estica. The cross of Erika, if I can say it like that on YouTube, but well, you know, that kind of symbol. Oh well, continue on. Fortnite has pulled the dance from players use and may refund soon for anyone who purchases the motion. It all comes as a result of Fortnite realizing what the dance references. But how could you not realize? So it's because they don't give a fuck about checking what they're collabing with. Yeah, and of course people are, oh well, you just a piece. Esa no que esa na. Okay. Um, and here of course Fortnite status. We are the single piece full hits emotes in Fortnite as we inquire into our partners' creative intentions on this collaborative mode. Oh man, I enjoy this. Yeah, so it's not coming back. They're saying because oh shit, we fuck up. Continue. Given that Peacemaker has been a superhero show featuring cameos from Superman and seemingly integral to understanding the new DC universe, some market analysts are wondering what in the world Warner Bros. Is doing with their property. Oh man, they're doing some stupid shit, but come on. Going edgy just for that. What are they doing? Well, I don't care much for Warner Brothers anymore after all these years. But yeah, if they're going to go full edgy, but they don't want to accept the others, but let them have it. At this point, yeah, these kind of situations they are making me laugh. So continue on. It's not very a day brand with lunchboxes, backpacks, and action figures decide to have heroes dance in resemblance of real world evil. So I just figured out that the choreography of the Peacemaker dancing uh, and not that the Fortnite developer realized that that's maybe a reference to Germany of the 1940s, it's obvious why they realized they must remove the item immediately. It's because everyone after realizing that shit, they are going to spam it to know. At least Fortnite could have on crossover. Like, hey, well, this is an edgy character, but even I have seen people point it out that, and actually, it's true. So the Peacemaker from James Gunn, of course, is not a teen-rated show for very obvious reasons, and they show a lot of gore in the first season. And then you see other examples like Halo, you are seeing God of War, you are seeing John Wick, and those are M-rated IPs. So yeah, they are almost adults, mature 17. Why do you are so focused on putting mature characters from mature IPs in your teen-rated game from the West? But I will say that at least you have Nikke that has fan service, but hey, like you have shows that explicitly show some of the most interesting ways of dismembering someone. Well, not in Halo, but unless you are fighting the Flood, but at least you need to be aware that Peacemaker is way over the top compared to the other collaborations. And yeah, I know they are not putting any type of gore, but come on, when they add certain traits like that dance, you have to figure out that hey, are they trying to tell us something before trying to collab, or just like it went on their radar. So yeah, it went, they didn't catch that one, but this is hilarious. But hey, continue on. Especially awful given the rising life-stealing violence we witnessed over the last weeks with violent evildoers writing ideological mentions of the castings of their weapons before committing acts of unbelievable cruelty. But if you're expecting Jess Guns to get a handle on himself with a direct denial or mea culpa, that doesn't seem to be happening just yet. So, a screenshot from this concept of having a whole season of Peacemaker being on an earth full of Nazis, but be too scared and ignorant to admit the Israel Palestine contrast in Superman and James Gunn. That may be what it is but about you, but that's fine. But there is a parallel to many conflicts and the script was finished. I post photos of it online before that particular conflict ever began. I have no clue why you need to believe something that is simply not accurate. Ah man, this guy's an edgy guy, but sometimes assert, sometimes don't, but still I don't care about all of this. This is hilarious. James Gunn says, when I'm running a show like this, I'm telling a story first and foremost. I never think, oh, I got to prove a point about something. Nah, that is when he's lying. That's why. That's why. So the only thing this fucker has is his edginess, but well, since he's selling at this point, not interesting. I don't care much about Warner Brothers. I already said that. But hey, it's got like how they're forgetting that one. Yeah, in the past even Warner Brothers. Hell, yeah, it's good that this one is mentioned. So in the and hey, I remember Warner Brothers did videos about training in the World War II military for the US. Hell, I remember that there is some of those in YouTube where they are telling how to shoot inside an airplane in combat, how to have to position yourself to actually hit something. And wow, Warner Brothers was okay with that Tantan, so they got to pussify it. They used to be edgy, and yeah, if I remember correctly, Warner Brothers were edgy against Japanese during that time because World War II and well allied with the Germans is history. But since they want to walk away from that, hey, they at the end of the day, this is Fortnite. Yeah, they got roasted for it. Like, hey, le, le, so that's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.